Hello guys, it's Math with John. Yeah, I didn't have internet for a few days now, so sorry that I'm kind of uploading. Yeah, I didn't have any electricity, no lights for a few days, so I'm just gonna do this on piece of paper. I normally use my phone, but since it's not that good, I'm just gonna use a piece of paper. So let me see. What was the problem? Let me read it. Grab my laptop. Okay, a second. Okay, so I had problem 7. Graph the continuous function. So we need to make sure you can see it. Graph the continuous function. Okay. It says f is even, and then f prime of 0 and f double prime of 0 are undefined. But f is differentiable everywhere. But f is well, actually it's with the I. Differentiable everywhere else. Okay. Then f of 0 equals -3. But then we have f double prime of 0 or no, actually we did it. That's wrong, my bad. Then we have f prime of x is less than 0 on negative infinity comma -1, and then f double prime of x is greater than 0 on 0, 3, and then f double prime of x is less than 0 negative infinity comma -3. Okay, so since we see that we have the f of x, we know that we're gonna have it's gonna be f, or actually let me use a different color. Let me see if you can see this better. Yeah, I like that. I think, no, maybe you can't see it that well. I'm gonna use like a marker. Hopefully it doesn't bleed too much. But then, it's too light. Let me see. Is that worse? How many pages does it bleed? It's not bleeding. Okay, I'm gonna just try that. So, f. So yeah, what did I say? If we had, so we have the f of x, then we know that it's gonna be f of negative x equals f of x. But then we have the, you see we have the f of 0, and then the f of 0 is -3, you see? And then we have f prime of 0 and f double prime of 0 are both undefined. You see that? That means at f prime, right here, not that, ignore that, because right here we're given and told that it's undefined. That means that at 0, there's going to be a hole, meaning that x equals 0. Well, what else? Then we have this right here. F prime of x is less than 0 on negative infinity to negative 1. Then we know that the function is decreasing. Yeah, it's just decreasing on that point. So it's going down. And then if we have f double prime of x is greater than 0, then we know that on 0, 3 that the function is gonna like go up at that point. Forgot the word, but it's like, it's not increasing, but it's kind of going up. This one is decreasing at that point. And then when we have f double prime of x is less than 0, and then it's going to be negative 8, negative infinity comma negative 3, then we know that at that point it's going to go down. So let me write decreasing here. Decreasing. And then at this point it's kind of like going up, but not, yeah, it's not really increasing, but it's just going up. Okay, and then, so let's see. So let's draw a little graph. Hopefully it's enough space. What it's gonna look like. So what is this? So we know that the f of x is going to be even, because see, f is even, but then f prime of x is going to be negative. So let's write that down. F of x equals even, and then f prime of x equals negative. I'm just writing negative, like short version. But it's gonna be at the point, this point. Okay. But then we'll know that the graph is decreasing at negative 1, 1. Well, yeah. It's negative at negative infinity, negative 1, but then it's going to decrease at negative 1, 1. So, at negative, 1. Negative 1, 1. Okay, and then, since f double prime of x is greater than 0, you see that? Then on 0, 3, we know that it's gonna go up. So f double prime of x less than 0, on this point, graph will go down. So what does that kind of look like? So we kind of get like this function, kind of goes like this, and then we go down around 0, 0, 3. There you go. Well, it's actually going up, at 0, 3. And then, yeah, like that. This looks right. So, I just kind of drew, but it would keep going. It's just kind of like a sketch showing that at negative infinity, comma -1, we have a hole. You see that? Negative infinity, comma -1. It's just kind of like teleports, or I don't know. That's kind of how I sometimes think of a hole. But then you see the hole is at x equals 0. This point right here. So you see this point right here. That. Or I should have made a different color. There's a hole. So hole is x equals 0. So, but then we see that 0, comma 3, it goes back down. But then negative infinity. I mean at negative infinity, comma -3, it goes down. But then we could see that at 0, comma 3, it just kind of like goes up. And then there's a hole. So that's kind of math with John. That's what I got. Sorry if the video is kind of long. So a little confusing for me to try to explain the parts that it's going down, going up, and then but the parts that it's decreasing. I forgot the word when it's like it's not increasing or it's not decreasing, but it's like kind of, maybe I could say going up and falling down, but it's not. Yeah. Okay, that's math with John.